I love planting hydrangeas when I know that they will be a reliable bloomer year after year. And that's the case here with the incredible blush hydrangea. Hi, I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings, and today we're going to take you for a walk through the garden and just show you some of the absolutely gorgeous blooms on the smooth hydrangeas or arborescent hydrangeas, like this incredible blush that you're seeing here next to me. Incredible blush is hardy in zones 3 to 8, and it gets about 4 foot tall and 4 foot wide, creating this beautiful mound of beautiful pink blooms. Don't be confused, because these blooms, these pink blooms, they cannot be changed to blue. They're going to always be a beautiful pink bloom. This is a reblooming hydrangea, and it's great for cut flowers as well. Let's go in and take a closer look here at this incredible blush hydrangea. Incredible blush is a beautiful native hydrangea, like I was mentioning, part of the arborescens family. It is the beginning of July right now, and these plants have just started to bloom here in our Zone 5B garden. And you can see they're absolutely stunning. As the blooms emerge, you can see they kind of start off with tight little, kind of deeper, darker pink. And then as the flowers open, they open up to a nice, light, bright pink. This plant is absolutely full of flowers. And the thing I like about the incredible blush is it's a reblooming hydrangea. So if you do decide that you want to take a few flowers for cut flowers, you don't need to worry about, stripping your plant of flowers and not having more returning. This plant will continue to bloom. Usually here in Michigan, it's in bloom for anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. A gorgeous pink plant. Plant one is just kind of a nice focal point in your garden. Or you can see here how we've done in our landscape, a beautiful planting of 3 that really are the focal points in this garden bed. This is an arborescent hydrangea or smooth hydrangea. It blooms off of the new growth. So year after year, it's going to be predictable that you're going to have these gorgeous white blooms. Let's go in and take a closer look here at Incredible. The Incredible hydrangea gets about 4 to 5 foot tall and wide, and likes to be grown in full sun to part sun locations. They like to be grown in moist, well-drained soil. If you have this plant in an area where it's not getting enough water, it will let you know that it's thirsty and that it's time for it to be watered. Incredible is much like, maybe you've heard of Annabelle hydrangea before, but what sets the Incredible hydrangea apart is that it's got extra large, really huge blooms. Now, if you have these big blooms, you want to make sure that they're on nice sturdy stalks. And that's definitely what went into the breeding with the Incredible hydrangea, is nice, thick, sturdy stalks to hold up those really large blooms. It's the beginning of July right now, and this plant is in its prime, looking absolutely gorgeous. This plant does rebloom throughout the summer, which is nice because you've got these nice blooms now, but you'll continue to get this nice flower show throughout the summer. Fertilizing your smooth hydrangeas, we recommend fertilizing them in late winter to early spring. If you need to do any trimming on the plant, as I mentioned, these do bloom off of the new growth, so trimming can be done in the fall or in the early spring. When trimming, we recommend taking approximately the first top third off the plant if trimming is desired. You certainly do not need to trim the plant though if you don't want to. Incredible hydrangea is absolutely gorgeous in this garden, creating a massive statement with its big, bright, white, beautiful blooms. If you're looking to add that special splash of white in your garden, this just glows in the night as the sun starts going down. Invincible Spirit 2 is part of the smooth hydrangea family, or the arborescent family. These are beautiful pink blooming hydrangeas. This is actually the first pink blooming hydrangea that was introduced. Invincible Spirit 2, we're doing this massive, beautiful border here using it, and I'm saying border, but we're using it as a tall border. These plants have been in this garden for probably 10, maybe 12 years or so, and every year they continue to put on this gorgeous show. Let's go in and take a little bit closer look here at the Invincible 2 hydrangea flower. The Invincible 2 hydrangea gets about 3 to 4 foot tall, although as you can see here in our mass planting of them, These plants are about 5 foot tall by about 5 foot wide. These are very mature specimens, so that could be as to why we're seeing just a much larger size on this plant. They're hardy in zones 3 to 8 and like to be grown in full sun to part shade locations. Like the other hydrangeas in the smooth family, they do like to be grown in moist, well-drained soil. They're going to let you know if they're thirsty, so be sure to keep them well watered. If you like to take cut flowers, this plant is great for the cut flowers because it just continues to produce more and more flowers throughout the summer. Invincible Spirit 2 has a little bit smaller flowers than the Incredible Blush. As far as the actual flower color, it is very similar with that beautiful kind of a bright dusty rose pink bloom. We can see here on the top all the fresh new blooms, and then as we look in a little further into the plant, we're seeing younger, smaller blooms that are helping this plant with its reblooming throughout the summer. We've been very happy with the Invincible 2 hydrangea. It has performed, like I said, it's been in this landscape for a long time and it looks simply gorgeous. When do you trim these plants? In the winter or in the early spring? It blooms off of the new growth, so you're not going to worry about sacrificing your blooms if you trim at the wrong time, because there really is not a wrong time with this plant, of course, unless if it's loaded with buds and blooms and waiting to flower. We've done it in several different ways. We've trimmed this plant back by 1/3, but as you can see, they are so large, about every 3 years or so, we'll go in and trim these down by 2/3. Yes, that sounds like a very drastic trim, but in the end, the result is simply gorgeous. So if you're looking to create a beautiful mass planting of flowers, or just having one as a specimen, the Invincible 2 hydrangea. I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings.